Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dwayne from WP Production, WP Studios, LLC. Definitely want to say thank you guys for joining. Thank you to everyone that's been here yesterday and continuously coming back today. Today we're going to have a great deal with a restaurant. So we're going to be talking to Buffalo Boss owner Jamar White about his restaurant and where he started and where he's going with it. So definitely can't wait to add him in here. Let me see if he's here as yet. No. But thank you guys again for coming in, and yeah, it's gonna be a memorable moment again. And remember, have faith in everything that you do. Have faith in all the plans that you are making. Right now is your time, so take advantage of your time and do it well. Another thing that I need to tell you guys is our website is up at prodigalx.net. Definitely go check that out. You could purchase our comic books, our t-shirts, everything on there. And who's this? And Faye. My team is here, Clivia and Patrice. Definitely want to tell you guys thank you, because all the hard work that y'all do every single day. Get Lamar on here, which he's also the co-creator of everything that we do here at WP Studios LLC. A little bit of announcements is we're still moving into the department of making a video game, so I definitely want to hear some people's feedback about the animation. Tell us your ideas, things like that, your pros and cons, and let us know what you think about it, because with your help we can make anything happen. And you as viewers, we definitely need your support, we definitely need your following, we definitely need your comments to continue, because you are a big part of what we do. If you're not here supporting us, if you're not here making sure that we're on point in what we do, telling us, hey, you guys doing a great job, hey, this and that, because every time when I go online, I hear from y'all, and I appreciate that so much. And if we don't have that, we can never see where we need to progress or make better for ourselves. So definitely want to thank you guys as viewers for everything that y'all do. I think, Clivia, can you DM Buffalo Boss and try to give him a link to come in here, please? I know he's online. He just spoke to me. But yes, as we wait for Jamar White, which he's owner of Buffalo Boss, we're gonna hear some stories from him, his pros and cons, things that he's been through to get where he's at. One of the things that I want to tell y'all is that he's from Brooklyn, New York. His restaurant is actually on J Street, downtown Brooklyn. If I don't remember, at least I don't think if you guys know this, but there was a photo that went viral of a little kid in a car holding up the fist. His restaurant was adjacent to that kid, and it was in the photo, so it went viral and everything. And a lot of people saw the video, the photo, so I know that a lot of people know where it is. If you don't know where it's at, it's on J Street. You can take the A, the C, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5 train, the R train, all out there. You could go from the Barclays and walk up there. And he also has one in Harlem, New York, over there, right across the street from Black Ink, actually, where Caesar and all of them are. So definitely, if you want to see where Black Ink is and you want to have some good food, he's right across from each other. Another place that he's at, I believe, is Nashville. He's gonna actually tell us where he has his third one, and he also have a fourth one in the Barclays. So if you ever been to the Barclays Stadium, he has Buffalo Boss in there also. So he's doing big things. So I'm very grateful that he's gonna be on here. He's not really tech savvy, so he's making his way over here slowly and trying to figure out the icons and where to go and everything. So hopefully he's here in a few minutes. But I definitely, again, I'm gonna cut out saying definitely. I notice I say it a lot, and I've been told that I said it a lot. So I'm gonna try to cut it out, but I definitely do appreciate y'all. And I just want to tell y'all that last night was a night of inspiration from what we did for the non-for-profit. And literally, I put out a challenge out there And right after that, someone actually answered that challenge and actually said that they will help her with a location that she can have when it's not being used so that she could run her activities, the things, her programs, and everything through there and reach other youth within that environment. So definitely, I put out a challenge out there and we got back an answer. So thank you guys for that. And remember, share. Remember, she's on Amazon Smile. Shop Amazon Smile. It doesn't hurt. The only thing that it costs you is whatever you buy, and Amazon will take part of that proceed and put it over there. So definitely go over there and do some work, do some good work, show them some love. Thank you guys for coming in. I see Renee Durant, how you doing? I see Royal Beauty, I see Bone Patricia, I see Mighty Ellis. What's going on? That's my mother, by the way. Definitely, I see Gabriel, being Gabe, I see you. I see Classical 7. Yeah, I definitely want to tell y'all thank you guys for coming. I hear myself saying definitely again. I'm totally sorry. See, I just changed it up right there, totally instead of definitely. So I'm trying my best. Another thing, episode 3 of Marsoc is out. So go and check it out on YouTube. That's Marsoc episode 3. Go and check it out on YouTube. If you know what we're doing right now is dealing with everything that's happening in the world with the pandemic and all the Black Lives Matter things. So go check it out and you see what I'm saying. We have things about Stone Mountain. We have things about what's going on with Breonna Taylor. And hey, get those guys, put them in prison, do what you got to do. She needs some justice. So is he in here? Let me check. Let me add in Buffalo Boss. He's here. The man, the myth, the legend. So,
Yeah,
yes, how you doing? How you doing,
what up?
Jamar?
It took me a minute to figure it out. You know, Instagram is right on the line of my generation. So I was literally like on my page like, all right, what do I do now?
Yes, you definitely figured it out. I just want to tell you, thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing your knowledge that you're about to share with us. And at WP Studios LLC, we do support our Black community and also other communities, but mostly our Black community because we have to work together and we have to get each other out there to push each other forward. So I definitely want to tell you thank you.
Absolutely, man. I commend you. Thank you for having me on this evening with you guys. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, thank you. I wanted to start off with, I understand that you also did production in school and before you became the man of Buffalo Boss. So tell us a little bit about that.
Right, absolutely. Well, in my former life, I was a graphic designer. I was a classically trained graphic designer, graduated from Pratt Institute. And what that meant was just that I was a creative, right? And so my whole thing about design was organizing images and words, right? And just organizing, right? Like creatively. And so translating that into the restaurant space was pretty, it was almost a seamless thing because restaurants need advertisement. I was already doing that, menu, food advertisements, pictures. And so I was able to actually translate my skill set to what I'm currently doing, restaurateuring.
All right, so you develop your logo and everything yourself then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Buffalo Boy, all me, baby. You know what I'm saying? Signing the uniforms, the logos, all of our food ads. I don't know if you saw our recent commercial on Instagram.
Yeah, the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, put that whole thing together, launching a chicken sandwich. So it saves us a lot of money having a designer on board who happens to be.
Yes, definitely. And I was always a fan of Buffalo Boss since I learned about it because I got involved with it when I went to school over there. And once I went there, I was like, all right, I need to put everybody on this. And when I was in school, I used to remember telling people, hey, let's go to Buffalo Boss. Let's go to Buffalo Boss. So I know you did see me there a lot when I was in school. So.
Oh, yeah. Almost like, man, you almost say this out of business.
Yeah, and you actually, I still owe you a video because you actually did an interview from a production side that I did for the school. Myself and one of my classmates created this show on there, and they still have it running now. But
Nice.
your video was actually launched around the school and everything when we talked about the incinerator wings.
Right. I
All
remember
of that,
that
so.
incinerator challenge, man. That was a really cool video.
Yeah, yeah. So they still have it, and it's still being played from as far as I know.
Right.
So
Nice.
I still need it in my possession so I can give it to you to see
We
it.
became legendary. I love it.
Yeah. So one of the things that I want to ask you is, what are some of the struggles you experienced developing your own business in the restaurant?
Oh yeah. I think the first challenge that any entrepreneur will have is raising the seed money for your concept.
Yeah.
So the initial challenge was getting the money because banks don't like to invest in new concept or ideas, right? One route that I found you can later go is the SBA. They will fund you on a business plan and a proposal, but generally speaking, you have to raise that first round of finances with family and friends. They call that the F&F round of funding. Family and friends.
Yeah. Do you really trust the family and friends part of it? Because a lot of people say, I wouldn't go to my family first.
Right. Well, yeah, no, listen, your family will tell you the truth of whether the idea will work or not, first off, you know.
Yeah.
Family had to try my chicken and the sauces. They had to believe in the team that I put together. And once they gave us the money, I mean, obviously you keep creative control and allow them to be solid investors and come on board and, so-called ride the ship to the top.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that's the best place to start. If they don't believe in you, who's going to believe in you, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So did you find it hard to build it from nothing?
Well, because I was so ignorant to what it really took, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of like I didn't know any better. So I was like, this is what you have to do. And I mean, essentially it is what you have to do. And you should really go into your concept with blinders on, right? Like there can be no plan B, right? Like this has to work and you have to see it working and visualize. And it's all a part of the journey. So no, I wasn't daunted. I just was trying to figure it out as I went along.
Okay.
And like the fun part, looking back on it.
All right. So there was a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, but you figured it out and ironed it out. Correct?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Listen, we've been opening locations, closing locations, trying new things for the last 10 years.
Yeah. So how many locations do you have now and where?
Yeah, currently we have 3 locations. Okay, we're downtown Brooklyn. We're in the Barclays Arena, which is shut down because of Corona now, but soon be back up, hopefully, God willing. And then we have our newest location in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So there's the one on J Street also. The one in Harlem is closed.
Yeah. So Harlem closed down. We're looking for a new space as we speak. I think we're gonna do something in Brooklyn, another one in Brooklyn actually. Stay tuned for that one. But yeah, Harlem shut down, and then we had a location in New Jersey Mall, in the mall over there in Jersey, which was another like experimental type thing. It didn't go so well. We were there probably about a year or so. But once again, that was another learning experience of where it works and where it doesn't.
Did you ever think about moving it down south, like where I'm at? I'm in Florida right now, and right now, like everybody's buying chicken. Like every time when I go to work or I go somewhere, they always like, "Yo, what are we gonna eat? Chicken." That's it. That's all they say. So I think it would be good out here.
Oh yeah. What was great about the Milwaukee opening was that was our first foray like out of state, right? Like Midwest to really see, how the concept would do, outside of the New York and the East Coast area. And man, we've done so great over there that we're definitely looking at Atlanta next, and then some more southern states. Because I think
what part of Atlanta?
Man, we are in the reconnaissance phase. We're kind of just looking to see where we can open that in the current environment. So stay tuned for that as well.
All right, Cool. So, share with us the encounters and roadblocks you had getting started. Can you share some of that with us?
Yeah. So, outside of like, the money, the seed money, I think some of the other some of the other challenges that we had was making sure you put a good team around you, right? So,
Yeah.
my partner who I brought on, he actually had experience in the restaurant industry, and so
Okay.
able to get us, hitting the ground running, help us to develop the sauces and things of that nature. So that was another roadblock, and then just setting up the logistics of your store or your restaurant, making sure that your food chain is is there, is stable. Knowing where you can get your initial product, your
Yeah.
backup product. What do you do if they're out of this, that, the other? So just developing those contingency plans. And then I think the next toughest challenge was staffing, right?
Yeah.
Finding the right people who fit the job and the job description as well. And I think that's like probably the biggest headache in the food industry is just finding good staff,
Yeah.
keeping a high turnover industry. So learning how to train efficiently, onboard people, and
Yeah.
get them up and running as soon as possible.
All right. I hear you say creating your own sauce. Can you tell us a little bit more of that? Like what
Yeah.
sauces and
Um,
is that what makes you different than other restaurants?
Listen, you cannot be in the buffalo wing industry and you not have the like. It's all about the sauces. The chicken is just a vehicle for your sauces, my man. You know what I'm saying? So, we had to take time to really develop our unique signature flavor and style. One thing I wanted to do when I started the Buffalo Boss was the hot got to be hot and the sweet got to be sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
not going for no middle of the road. We got to have bold flavor profiles, man. That's it. So that's what we really came into the game with. Like if you try out OMG, it's not like, how some people, you go to some place, they're like, oh, nuclear sauce. And then you eat it.
Yeah.
Nowhere near like nuclear. What?
Nah.
Dude, hottest sauce. OMG will have you crying and sweating. Then there's fire in the hole, and then there's incinerator. So if you really like hot, now, be careful because you will have to return it like, oh, okay, I can't take this flavor. Might have to downgrade you. You know what I'm saying? And, our honey barbecue, we really wanted to bring that flavor out, that hickory smoke, that brown sugar, you know what I mean? And so we really zhuzhed up the, our sweet flavors and our hot flavors as well.
Yeah, well, I'm reading these texts as you're talking, and they're saying, are you going to put them in supermarkets? Then my mother is on here, too. She's like, bring it to Jacksonville.
Right.
Patricia is like, have you tried LaGuardia yet? LaGuardia Airport.
Oh,
so
yeah.
A lot of them are saying supermarkets, everything. So they're looking for it.
Well, listen, one of the barriers to really expanding is having a franchise program. So we're starting our franchise program, and it should be up and running in the new year, January. So this way we can include other entrepreneurs. It's a Black-owned business, and I really want to bring on some Black franchise owners to really help to grow the brand. So that's one way that we can get everywhere and open up locations in different cities without me having to run myself ragged. You know what I'm saying? Because I only got a few more years in the tank. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the franchise program in January 2021. Look out for that.
All right, so I definitely will be at the head of that line. I will be at the head of that line.
Right.
I'm right there. So how can somebody look out for it? Like, is it going to be on your website? Is it going to be somewhere on?
Absolutely. Email us on the website if you're interested. We're collecting all of our emails for potential franchisees or people who are interested. Once we get everything together, the paperwork and all of our manuals, we will start to send out to that list just to notify people that we are ready to go.
All right. Well, my partner just said, do you ever think about doing an animated commercial? Because we deal with animation.
Right.
So we're here if you need us.
Definitely. Like, call me, dude. Like, let's start that next week. Like, that'll be real nice.
All right. So I'll definitely get in contact with you next week. Probably starting this week.
Flying chicken wings, a sci-fi type thing. What?
We could do that. Like somebody's in a warfare going through it, battling.
Right.
The victory is just a chicken wing.
I love it. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we could definitely do that.
Word.
So, this is my last question for you, and then we can fluff a little bit. I know you're busy and you're still at work. So, as an experienced entrepreneur, right? What would you tell anyone coming up as a Black business owner to trying to start their business, like what to look for, what to do, and how to get it?
Right. Now, as a Black entrepreneur coming up, have a dream and don't let anyone stop you from your dream, okay? Because really what it takes is gumption, willpower, and stick-to-itness, right? We've gone through good times and bad times, and that's literally a part of the journey, right? So you have to be passionate about what you're doing and have a love for it, because you're going to work a million hours, right? Mm-hmm. Things are not going to work. Some things will work. You're going to have your ups, your downs, and the thing is not to quit. All right. So that's the one thing I'll tell any new entrepreneur, Black or otherwise, dream, stick it out, and it will work. The universe rewards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the universal principle. I don't care what industry, what business, what career, it rewards hard work and people who are consistent with it. So as long as you stay consistent and stay at it, the world will move out your way and afford you a space.
Yes, that's definitely true. I see here my one of my team members said organic wings, no hormones, no antibiotic, no bull, just buff. That was your slogan?
Yes, sir. No bull, just buffalo, baby.
Yes, definitely. And I know we're about to finish up. I know that being an entrepreneur, you have a family, you go through different things. And how can you tell someone, look, how can you focus on your family and focus on business to make sure that they're good and they work in harmony? Right. How does that work?
Absolutely. It's about having a balanced, holistic life, right? So you devote time to the business. You got to have your family time. And those two should not be diametrically opposed. Those two can actually work in harmony, right? So there's a certain time when it's business time and your family understands that. And then when it comes to graduations, parties, and different things like that, you make sure you're there for that. You may not be able to stay to the end, all right? You may get there a little late, but as long as you're there and you're showing up, people appreciate it and they understand, what you're trying to do in life. So it's all about that work-life balance. That's what they call it.
So basically just show up.
That's right. Just show up.
Show up.
Oh, and then the other point that I wanted to make about the organic piece was one of the guiding principles to which we started the business was that we wanted to bring good food to the hood, essentially, right? So we all know in the African-American communities that a lot of times we only really have access to fast food. And so what we wanted to do was bring organic meats, and we wanted to, every step of the process of making buffalo, we wanted to make better. So we have vegetable, non-trans fat oils. We use organic chicken. We fresh homemade sauces, house-made sauces like our blue cheese, which everybody goes crazy over. And we just
definitely good.
Right. We wanted to give the landscape these certain options of freshness without taking away the fun and the flavor, right? So in many cases, some of the places that we open up, they might not have access to organic food like that, right? And so this is a cost-effective option for some of those families who are underserved like that.
Yeah, so it's a lot more healthier.
Yeah.
Less.
Now, it's not, and don't get me wrong, now it ain't health food, right? But it's about healthier, fun food, like the call it. It's healthier, fun food, right? So you don't have to have the hormone, oversized, crazy wings and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's try to make it as fresh each step of the process, so it's a better product.
All right, yeah. Well, I want to definitely thank you for your time. When I spoke to you earlier, we said that you was at work still, so I definitely want to say thank you for taking your time out and actually having this talk with us, because there's a lot of entrepreneurs in here, and a lot of them that I've been talking to, even if they're not watching this now, they're going to come back and watch it later, and I hear about it.
Right.
And they learn from things like this. So just want to tell you thanks for your time, and thank you for teaching us what it would take and all the effort that you put into what you have and the passion and love that you have.
Absolutely, man. It was my pleasure once again. And you my frat bro, so you already know.
Hey,
Hey baby, we doing it. We out here. So
true.
yeah, I want to thank you, thank the audience for tuning in. And we'll see you guys, at the Buffalo Boss Organic Wings and things. Come get your chicken.
Yes. Yes, and it's coming to Florida. It's coming to Florida. I'm
Yeah,
getting it.
we're gonna be in Florida. Yes, the Sunshine State.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Have a good one.
okay.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you. Buffalo Boss is on J Street still. If you go over there by City Tech area, City Hall area, you will see it over there. They're also located in the Barclays, which is not open now, but you can always go and check it out. Their franchise is going to be opening up in January, so make sure if you want to be at that line, if you in Jacksonville, if you're in Georgia, which they're bringing it to Georgia, so you probably be the first franchise out there. If they're bringing it to the West Coast, make sure that you guys send them an email. Go to their website, buffaloboss.com, and type that email, see what they need, see what they want for you to have, and then you can learn from them as you grow in the restaurant industry. Thank you again. Remember, have faith, even though you see it backwards. I'm sorry, the camera is just facing that way, but have faith, and remember at all times, just follow us. Follow us, you get good lessons, you get good entertainment, because we do commercials, TV shows, and animation, and we're moving into the game industry. So we are looking for families and friends very soon. We're going to look for you guys. So definitely just follow us, join us, and pass the word. Tell everybody about what's going on. Like, each one teach one. Share what we have. We're going to share what we have with you too. So thank you. Thank you for coming on, and I'll talk to you another time.